the Afghan children. Please welcome Judy and Mackenzie Jones, who is not only an outstanding friend, but also a gifted singer, actor, athlete, and activist for human rights and dignity. So thank you all for being here. And just want to plug Judy's music. Great CDs, and they're for sale in the back. So, and all the money that goes, all this money also goes to Hands on Global. So without further ado, our dear friends, the joyful noise of Judy and Mackenzie.
Thank you, all of you. It's always a pleasure to sing with Mackenzie. And the song we're going to start with today is not one of my originals. It's a song by my friend Betsy Rose, who lives in Berkeley, California. She's one of my most admired songwriters. And this is a song that she wrote quite a while ago, but this is what we'd like to do to start.
I don't know where Z is.
Where is Z? Z's going to translate this. So we're waiting for Z. Well, let's just do a different song to start then. Okay? We can do that. We'll do the song that I first sang with Mackenzie right in this sanctuary when we were both at a UU service, Unitarian Universalist service. And Mackenzie started singing the harmony for it, and she was in the front row, and I just went and stood by her and sang the rest of the song with her. It's one of my more political songs, but as many of you will hear, almost all of my songs are political in one way or another. So this song is political and theological because I was born and raised in the Lutheran Church and ended up here as a Unitarian. I can hear the words a rumbling, destruction is upon us. I can hear the people whisper, the signs are everywhere. And there's an air of fear and sadness to so many conversations. There are questions that linger, there are questions that haunt us, there are questions in our lives. Where are you standing? Are you standing on the side of fear? Do you close your heart to others when differences appear between you? Where are you standing? Do you shout so only you can hear? Or do you listen to the beat of the world? Oh, I knocked upon your door, and no, you did not answer. You looked from behind your curtain, and then you turned away. Did you do that to me, or did you do that to Jesus? I hope this question lingers. I hope this question haunts you. This question in your life. Sing along if you want to. Where are you standing? Where are you standing? Are you standing on the side of fear? Do you close your heart to others when differences appear between you? Where are you standing? Do you shout so only you can hear? Or do you listen to the beat of the world? And you knocked upon my door, and neither did I answer. I did not clothe or feed you, but I could not turn away. Did I do that to you? Would I have done that to Jesus? Oh, this question lingers. Oh, this question haunts me. This question in my life. Where are you standing? Are you standing on the side of fear? Do you close your others. When differences appear between you, where are you standing? Do you shout so only you can hear, or do you listen to the beat of the world? Now the warning bells are sounding. They say, do not trust the others. I close my ears to your cries. You shut your eyes to mine. And if no one makes a move, are we destined to be statues with only the past to linger, only the past to haunt us, only the past instead of life? Where are you standing? Are you standing on the side of fear? Do you close your heart to others when differences appear between you? Where are you standing? Do you shout so only you can hear, or do you listen to the beat of the world? And yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will not fear. And maybe God knows why. Or maybe it's just that love has put her hand upon my shoulder. I pray that love will linger. I hope that love will haunt me. I pray for love in all of our lives. Where are you standing? Are you standing on the side of fear? Do you close your heart to others when differences appear between you? Where are you standing? Do you shout so only you can hear, or do you listen to the beat of the world? Are you listening to the beat of the real world? Are you living for the future of this world? Thank you. And now we'll do our first song. Trying to remember the name of that guy that I watch on YouTube sometime. Oh, Katie, do you remember his name? The piano player that plays the piano like that. No, he's this most amazing piano player from the 40s. Slim Gallard. Put that in your phone right now. Slim Gallard. Go on to YouTube, because this guy is so funny. And he was just one of those piano players who entertained completely. And one of the things he would do is he would play the piano like this, and then in the middle of it, he would turn over and play the piano with his hands upside down like that. It's such a delightful thing. And one of the things he does is that when he introduces his first song he says, and now for my second song, I'll play. So, it reminded me of Slim Gallard. What can I say? So, I want to thank Cole for being back there today, helping us with sound, and also that this concert is being broadcast on Unitarian, the Big Sky UU YouTube channel, if I can get that all out. So if you have friends who would like to see the concert, they can see it later anytime. Just go to YouTube and go to Big Sky UU. But this song, Z is going to help us. Would you like to say something, Z? Okay, so I need to talk right into it like this.
Okay. I'll try. I'll do my best. I have kind of reviewed it, and hopefully we'll get the point across. So when I'm singing, am I talking, interpreting while you're singing?
What do you think is the best?
Maybe if I
Some of you know this song. Please sing along. Welcome to the circle. How far have you come? Do you need some company? A candle and a song? Are you feeling weary? Tired of being strong? Welcome to this circle. It's a place where you belong. So tell them what it means.
با این جمع‌آوری خوش آمدید. آیا شما خسته هستی؟ احتیاجی به یکی داری که به شما گوش کنه؟ آیا شما یه مومی میخوای یا یه ترانه؟ آیا شما احساسی نگرانی داری؟ آیا شما از بودن با قویت خسته هستی؟ آیا شما خسته هستی که خسته هستی؟ I think I messed that one up, but they got the point.
Next verse. Do you have a burden that feels too much to bear? Do you have a bitterness you don't know how to share? Do you feel too angry to breathe or laugh or pray? Well, there's no one in this circle who has never felt this way. No one in this circle who has never felt this way.
آیا شما با بحارهای خیلی سنگین داری؟ احساسی داری که نمیتونی تنفس بکنی؟ شما احساسی تلخی دارید؟ نمیتونی به کی بگویید؟ آیا میتونی به یکی با ما تلخی شما، احساسای نگرانی شما با ما بگید؟ به این جمع‌آوری خوش آمدید.
So welcome to this circle. Whatever brought you here, the valleys and the mountain tops, the muddy and the clear, and know your work is worthy, and know your heart is true, and know that all you give away will come circling back to you.
بدونی که فقط شما نیستی اینجوری احساس میکنی. همه اینا اینجا هستیم، همه یه روزی مثل شما احساس کردیم. Okay, so where are we? Okay. در این جمع‌آوری خوش آمدید. هرچی که شما رو آورد اینجا، کوها روی از جای دور، کوههای برز پردی، از درهای اومدی، از شفاف یا چیزای آلو یا گلالود بودی. ما میتونیم ما میفهمیم که شما احساسی چی میکنید. به این جمع‌آوری خوش آمدید. حرفای شما، هرچی حساسیتی داری به ما بگو. ما میدونیم که احساسای شما، کلماتی شما شایسته هست. دل با خودت قلب شما به ما با خودت آوردی. به این درآوری خوش آمدید. I messed up a couple of words, but
Know that all you give away will come circling back to you. Sing that with me. And know that all you give away will come circling back to you.
بدونی هرچی که شما با ما شرکت میکنید همش اگه خوبی باشد هرچی که باشد دوباره برای شما میگرده. فقط بدونید به این جمع‌آوری خوش آمدید.
Thank you so much, Aziz. Please give her a... We have to do a little mic switching here, but I think I can do that. So I wrote this one, as that introduction that I wrote for myself said, I've written a lot of songs. They all have the same story, but they have different lyrics and different melodies. Because we songwriters apparently are always writing about ourselves, even when it sounds like something else. But this one is one that I wrote when I lived in the Bay Area. I lived in Berkeley, Oakland, et cetera, in Northern California. And at that time, I must have missed Montana deeply. And I also took a trip up to the boundary waters in northern Minnesota and was completely swept away by the sight of the stars reflected in the water, and also the loons, the laughing of the loons at night. But of course, my life was not that simple at the time, and I had other things I was thinking about. But the song is called Reaching Out for Heaven. Living in the city, in every kind of light, voices all around me, sirens day and night. And in my darkest hour, not a star was in sight. I was reaching out for the heavens, but they had turned and taken flight. Reaching out for heaven, heaven, where have you gone? Reaching out for heaven takes so long. Journey up to the wilderness, North Light and Deep Lagoon, leaving time at the water's edge to follow the sun and the moon. And every night the stars came down to the laughing of the loon. I was scooping up heaven by the handful, but it was gone so soon. Everybody sing it with me. Reaching out for heaven, heaven, where have you gone? Reaching out for heaven takes so long. returning to your hands and to your eyes that shine. Blinded by the good in you, I could lose track of mine. Oh, the fires are burning with a promise I may never find. Now you're telling me you can't be heaven. How can you be so kind? Reaching out for heaven. Heaven, where have you gone? Reaching out for heaven takes so long. Seeking a vision, sit under a Bodhi tree, 40 days and 40 nights, or one moment to be free. The fires are burning, climbing over prison walls. You know it's all the same to me. My hands are open, my eyes are closed, and I'm on my knees, reaching out for heaven. Heaven, where have you gone? Reaching out for heaven takes so long. Some of these songs today are ones that I have never performed for an audience, but something about hanging around with COVID made me sit down at the piano a little more often than I had before. And so these songs started to come together. And one of the reasons that I thought of this song is because this next song, which is called Short Grass Prairie Girl, which is another, this is blatantly autobiographical, but when Katie, my partner, and I were driving around this summer in Montana, which is something that we have both wanted to do, just camp in various places in Montana, what I really began to understand is that I am a short grass prairie person. It's one of my identities. I love the mountains, I love the ocean, but what I really love and live in is short grass prairie. And Big Timber, Montana, where I was born and raised, is the place. It has it all. So I wrote this song. It just started to come out of that identity understanding. And so this one is one that started out kind of, it started out kind of a calm piece until one day my student Jack, who's with me today, who I've been teaching to play harmonica, was coming to lessons, and I thought, well, let's try it, Jack. So he was game, so he's here today to play Short Grass Prairie Girl. He helped me transform this song. Let's hear it from Jack. Cole, is that mic, this mic isn't working, is it? Yeah, we don't. So this is truly a debut of this song. can always tell how nervous somebody is about playing by the amount of time they spend tuning or doing stuff like this. When the song is new, it doesn't just automatically come out, you know. So I played it as often as I can, but you're the first ones today, so thank you. 2, 3, 4. Go ahead, Jack, give us an intro. Well, I'm a short grass prairie girl, trying to live in a no-grass asphalt world, and the cottonwood trees keep reaching out to me. My wheels may rock and roll, but something else has got a grip on my soul. It's the short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. A long time ago, Mama took me by the hand. We walked up the butte to the promised land. There was bunchgrass, bluegrass, bluebells, and white bark pines. There were homestead dreams in the piles of rocks. Teepee rings, how I wish they could talk to this short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. That's some vocals. I'm a short grass prairie girl, trying to live in a no-grass asphalt world. The cottonwood trees keep reaching out to me. My wheels may rock and roll, but something else has got a grip on my soul. It's a short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. Buffalo skulls and barbed wire gates. Living here's a complicated twist of fate, and I seek forgiveness every single day. 'Cause my ancestors stole and they broke their word, nearly killed off the whole damn buffalo herd. I'm a short grass prairie girl. Go ahead and sing it even if you aren't. I'm a short grass prairie girl, trying to live in a no-grass asphalt world. The cottonwood trees keep reaching out to me. My wheels may rock and roll, but something else has got a grip on my soul. It's a short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. Go ahead, Jack. Let's hear it for Jack Reed. Now when the rabbit brush is in bloom, there's a carpet of gold in my living room. As far as I can see, then the creek freezes over, it's 40 below. The sundogs shine and there's 2 feet of snow blowing down the coulees in this short grass prairie world. Everybody now. I'm a short grass prairie girl, trying to live in a no-grass asphalt world. And the cottonwood trees keep reaching out to me. My wheels may rock and roll, but something else has got a grip on my soul. It's the short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. Now I'm getting closer to my dying day, but there's only one thing I pray. Bury me here on the lone prairie, where the badgers dig and the ranchers cuss and the magpies laugh over all of us in this short grass prairie. It's a short grass prairie world. Here we go. I'm a short grass prairie girl, trying to live in a no grass asphalt world. The cottonwood trees keep reaching out to me. My wheels may rock and roll. Something else has got a grip on my soul. It's the short grass prairie. I'm a short grass prairie girl. I've told Jack's parents many times that I thought that I should pay them to give him lessons. So I have such a good time with him. But I feel that way about all my students, and I've got a couple more students here today. And it's a pleasure to get to teach children and to get to teach them music. Is what a gift I was given to be able to do this. So let's see, going on to the next thing, there's a lot of trains of thought that have been rolling through my poetic mind all these years, my artistic mind. Been talking today about identity. What is my identity? Because we had a great service this morning about pronouns. And I told Lennon, I said, I'm less concerned about my pronouns than I am about the antecedents. Who am I? And is the gender the thing, or is it my artistic self that I want to be heard? Is it the writer who I want to have heard? So this is, I was one of the first people to use the Macintosh draw and paint program. Were any of you around when we could make things on the computer just by, remember it? Yeah, just roll your mouse across a texture and then it would show up. And I remember thinking that this was kind of a crazy thing to do, but somehow or another it ended up at the top of the next poem I'm going to read. And I just love it that this was a time, this was maybe 1987, in which I was playing with Mac Draw and Mac Paint. And this is a tree. And it's a real tree. It's one that I fell in love with east of Big Timber, southeast of Big Timber. And I loved it so much that I have drawn it many times. I've done engravings of it. I've done painting. A friend of mine did a painting of it, which hangs in our house. So then this poem comes years later. Well, it didn't come years later. It came maybe even before. I'm not sure. Says this is 1989. Not sure when it was about the same time. Okay, so this poem is called This Is My Tree. This is my tree. This is not my tree. This is the tree I have been allowed to see, to touch, to know. From that day in '67 when the truck took me up the hill, the truck that I had been allowed to drive, that truck, a configuration of iron and chrome and rubber and cloth and glass and blue paint retouched by us humans with nicks and dents and license plates, all soon to be reclaimed by Mother Nature. This reality spoke softly from the rust spots on the fenders. This was my view from the place of the tree. It was not my view. The view had been the same and changing for 10,000 years. It was the view of the tree for at least 500. The tree with no eyes to see. The sight was the gift to me. The sky, unclouded, unpainted blue, and exactly unlike any other day, the earth lay before me. Cliffs and crags softened by distance, still speaking of winter in snow spots and glaciers. Elk and bear, butterfly and tick, roaming, flying, feeding, unseen by me, but not unknown along the creeks. And fields which might measure thousands of steps, one sun hat, a quart or two of water, and a lunch break stretched into one thin beige line. Why, the whole range and valley were barely one thumb's worth of drawing. The tree, however, being at least 3 or 4, I stepped forward for more. I ran my hands up the bark of its one grand windswept living limb. I knew there were others before, lower and small and filled with needles, deer and porcupine nibbles. And there'd been another large one, taken by saw for fence post or firewood. I stepped back. I said, I know this tree. It is not my tree. It is the tree I have been allowed to see, to touch, to know. This is my tree. We'll see if you can spy the tree in this song. We built on hopes, you know we've dreamed, but things weren't always what they seemed. Our disappointments turned to tears, the bitter taste of broken years. But time has passed, and time is now. And when love is love, it lasts. Hear the vow. Oh, it's love that goes the distance. The tree growing out of the stone I believe in now. I believe in now. And it's love that grows through difference. Each and every ring of the tree I believe in now. I believe in now. Eye to eye, one to one, I to we have begun. We have begun. Love that goes the distance. The tree growing out of the stone I believe in now. I believe in now. Love that grows through difference. And it's love that grows through difference. Each and every ring of the tree I believe in now. I believe in now. Face to face, day to day, you to me to you. Again we say that it's love that goes the distance. The tree growing out of the stone I believe in now. I believe in now. It's love that grows through difference. And it's love that grows through difference. Each and every ring, each and every ring of the tree, I believe in now. I believe in now. Oh, it's love that goes the distance. The tree growing out of the stone, I believe in now. I believe in now. Thank you. Well, I'm kind of known for my really funny songs, and I realized that this set didn't really have many funny songs in it. So I thought, okay, we'll unleash this one. This was inspired by a city council meeting I went to in Medford, Oregon. And the city council was being asked to pass an ordinance which would prohibit discrimination against LGBT whatever people. And so it was a pretty big council meeting that night. The chambers were packed, and there were people of all stripes there, and very different points of view. This song I wrote, let's see, when did I write this song? What does it say? It doesn't say. It's a while ago. So I had this experience in this city council chambers, which was amazing because there was a man there who spoke. And when he spoke, I understood how deeply he felt about his homophobia. It was deep in his body, in his thinking. So I was trying to explain this to someone who said, how was that city council meeting? And I said, well, it was really interesting because this guy was so earnest and everybody was completely sucked in, but everybody who was amazed at it, that was leaning against the walls of the city council chamber, were laughing so hard that they were sliding down and falling down. You know how that happens when you just laugh so hard you can't stand up anymore? So I just turned this into a story which I took quite a bit of poetic license with, but see if I can do it. Well, I was lined up for a hot dog near the corner of 4th and Grand. Little crowd had gathered there, they were listening to a man. He was preaching at the top of his voice, ranting and raving well. He said all homosexuals are going straight to hell. Now it happened that this subject was oh so dear to me, so I stepped a little closer to his soapbox homily. I expected quotes from Leviticus or something from St. Paul, but what this man was spouting, well, it just beat 'em all. He said it's not just in the Bible, it's in the hardware store. On aisle 23 you can see just what God made us for. In your plumbing and your electrical, God speaks to us each day. There's male parts, female parts, not a one is gay. He said the male sticks out and the female don't. That's the way it's meant to be. Whether you're talking water flow or electricity, if you want to build a family home, there's only one way it will work. That way's male to female, not some homo quirk. He said it's not just in the Bible, it's in the hardware store. Aisle 23, you can see just what God made us for. In your plumbing and your electrical, God speaks to us each day. There's male parts, female parts, not a one is gay. He said it's not just in the Bible, it's in the hardware store. On aisle 23, you can see just what God made us for. And when our time is up on this old earth, there's a checkout stand in the sky. And if we are not hooked up right, then we will surely die. Well, just then the clock struck 1, and I hightailed it back to work. In wonder at the image of St. Peter as a checkout clerk, I believe the man at 4th and Grand, preaching there today, knows a simple truth about nuts and bolts, but nothing of being gay, because I'm not just in the Bible or in the hardware store. Aisle 23, there's more to me, a whole lot more than plumbing and electrical to my sexuality. But the next time I screw in a light bulb, I'll be thinking theology, because it's not just in the Bible, it's in the hardware store. On aisle 23, you can see just what God made us for. In your plumbing and your electrical, God speaks to us each day. There's male parts and female parts, and not a one is gay. And don't tell me about no adapters, 'cause the Lord don't work that way. Thank you so much. And you kids are being amazing. When I first started singing, I said, there's a funny little hum underneath everything. Just the sound of children being who you are. So thank you for being here. And Mackenzie and I are going to do another set, but you're welcome to go out. Are there still treats downstairs? Yes. So go ahead and go downstairs, and we'll start again in 15 minutes. And 15 minutes after we stop the song, let's put it that way. We'll send the word down. And I'd like to thank one of my great heroes for something that's really helping me with this concert today. One of my great heroes is Steve Jobs. I know he was a flawed person, but I loved that particular flawed person. And when his picture appeared on my computer that day when he died, I cried, because he gave me so much, not having any idea who I was. But as an artist, I have been able to make a living thanks to Steve Jobs and Macintosh computers. So I'm always grateful. But today, I just bought an Apple Watch, and I am able to put the time in really big numerals on my wrist, so that during a concert, I actually know how much time is left. This is the first time. Thank you, Steve Jobs and Apple computers. So after this song, we'll take a little break. This is one of my favorite songs that I've ever written, and sort of in the spirit of Jack. This is a poem that I wrote, and I put it to music for one of my students when I taught in Big Timber, Montana. The birds return in the spring. I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky. I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring. I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky. I love to see them fly. First the white-crowned sparrow announces the season's change. Then the meadowlark starts staking out their home upon the range. Bald eagles snatch the spawning trout, mergansers dip and dive. The geese are honking all night long, saying nesting time's arrived. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. Finches, warblers, siskins, phoebes, juncos too. Avocets, godwits, yellow-legged stilts, pintails flying through. Phalaropes spin and splash, the redwings tweedledee. There are yellowheads in the cattails, just as far as the eye can see. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. Kingbirds on the fence wires, bluebirds in the pines, herons in the rookeries, pelicans fly in graceful lines. Sandhill cranes stalk the field, snipes winnow in the sky. You know the golden eyes have long gone north when the swallows come to fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. Bobolinks and buntings appear and disappear. Owls are dancing in the sky, you know summer's almost here. Osprey dive and grab their prey, the kestrel do the same. The killdeer run through the young green fields, singing out their names. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. You know, sometimes I feel discouraged about the world around. Unkindness and injustice, they bring my spirits down. But then a nighthawk diving in the sky with a whistling in his wings restores my soul in darkness. Oh, it makes me want to sing. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. The birds return in the spring, I love to hear them sing. Their colors fill the sky, I love to see them fly. Thank you. And when I wrote that song, I was thinking about spring migration, but since having lived back in Montana again all these years now, I think a lot about fall migrations too, and how wondrous it is that we get to witness these things. Just the past few days, the migrations in our South Hills have been unbelievable, just so gorgeous. So if you haven't gone out to the reservoir or up somewhere to be out in the outdoors and witness, there are still some birds around. And there are all those that don't migrate, like the Townsend solitaires, which are one of my favorite birds. So let's give a hand to Jack. I'm surely going to have to pay his parents now. And a hand for Mackenzie, please. Mackenzie's going to a rehearsal later for
Grand Street's The Mousetrap. So it's the Agatha Christie murder mystery. If you are interested, it opens Friday, October 14th, and runs all the way until October 30th.
So, unfortunately, she won't be singing in that show, but her acting chops are way up. So, thank you, all of you, and we'll see you in 15 minutes. 4:15 exactly. Now we're on.
Check.
Yeah. Can you hear me now? So in case some of you haven't guessed, I'll just do the very obvious song now. That's okay. I loved having the kids here. That was, it's kind of crazy how I like kids. You know, and as I told a story from when I taught in Big Timber. I taught kids, and this one kid came to me one day and he said, "Do you have any kids?" And I said, "Oh, I have so many, I have to send them at home at night with their parents." But I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. In my soul, down to my bones, I'm a feminist way down deep. Now you can try to tell me what to think. You can try to tell me what to feel. But it just sounds like blah, 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 'cause I'm a feminist way down deep. Everybody singing now. I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. In my soul, down to my bones, I'm a feminist way down deep. When I was a little bitty girl, didn't wait for nobody to tell me how to stand up tall. Now that I'm a woman, I find I gotta speak my mind. Ain't waiting for no one at all. 'Cause I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. In my soul, down to my bones, I'm a feminist. Is it bones or toes? What is it? What did
Maybe
I write?
it is bones.
Well, either way it works, so here we go. I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. All day long and in my dreams, I'm a feminist when I sleep. Everybody, I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. In my soul, down to my toes, I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist until I die. I'm a feminist until I die. It's non-negotiable, so don't even try, 'cause I'm a feminist until I die. I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. In my soul, down to my toes, I'm a feminist way down deep. And let's see what happens next here. So listen, old man Trouble, don't try sneaking up on me. You know that I can hear you, and I think that you can see that I'm a feminist way down deep. I'm a feminist way down deep. All day long and in my dreams, all over my bones, down to my toes, I'm a feminist way down deep. Thank you. So let me take that one right over there to the piano. I got my first set all set up with papers, but you know, I never used to have to use these papers, but now. But also, really, some of this stuff is new, or at least it's feeling a little less. Oh yeah, I want to put that next one in there too. No, I want to put this one over there. I got really smart though, and I alphabetized these in my notebook up here. It's just now I have to remember the alphabet. That's another fun thing about teaching kids. I don't know where it is. I must have not. Okay. Well, we are going to do this on faith then, that I will be able to figure this out based on the little notes I made for myself. So here we go. Need a microphone? I need my microphone too. Thank you. Oh, there it is. The song. I did set up the second set. Boy. The thing about being 72 is you might not remember things that you did 3 seconds ago, right? Have you noticed that? Leads to a lot of confusion. Doesn't it, though? So, in 1992, I was asked to sing for a big choice rally, March for Our Lives in San Francisco. And the song that, I had a couple of songs that I'd written for occasions like that, and one of them was Do Not Tax Our Bodies, which I wrote for a March for Women's Lives in LA. But that day I didn't really feel like singing that song. And as it turned out, at the time I was partners with Cassandra Mitchell, and she had an apartment in downtown San Francisco. And before the march, I had my guitar, and I just wrote this song. And that would be enough to sing it for 100,000 people when you'd never really put it into your full self. But the great thing was that my friend Crystal Reeves, a fantastic violinist that I played with for a number of years, played it on stage for the first time. She'd never heard it before. When little girls are growing up in this society, they tell us in so many ways we never will be free. They say it's men that must protect us and give us what we need. If we stay young and thin and beautiful, that's the best we can be. But sooner or later, in most women's lives, some kind of moment of truth arrives. She looks to herself and knows that she must decide to listen to that voice deep inside, saying, this is my body, it is my right to choose to take care of myself. This is my body, it is my right to choose to take care of myself. And I envision a day in this society when all women are respected and we truly can walk free, when Mother Earth is respected so she can give us what we need, and all women are seen as beautiful however we may be. For this is the time in all of our lives when some kind of moment of truth has arrived. We must look to the women as women decide to listen to that voice deep inside. All the women sing with me. This is my body, it is my right to choose to take care of myself. This is my body, it is my right to choose to take care of myself. Then there's a part for the men. Ooh. Take care of yourself. Ooh. Take care of yourself. take care of yourself.
This body, it is my right to choose.
Take care of yourself. So men and women can sing together. This is my body, it is my right to choose to take care of myself. This is my body. This is my body. This is my body. It is my right to choose to take care of myself. Thank you. Yeah, I had a brief 2 or 3 year period recently where I couldn't really write. Some of us were just smacked. Even if we didn't get COVID, we got something else. And I know that when COVID first happened, I thought, this is going to tear at, if not destroy, our social fabric. It's going to really affect our world. We might not find that things are ever the same. And as a songwriter, it was really difficult to write songs about, quote, normal things or typical things. It's like my whole life, my mind was taken up by COVID reality. So finally, I wrote something. And the title of it might be prescient. It's Existential Fire Trap. We're out here on a tightrope, an acrobatic wire. We've lost our sense of balance here above the fire. 2 steps forward, we dare not look below. The bleachers are empty, where did everybody go? This existential moment could turn into years. Let's keep on walking, we've got everything to fear. Even fear itself haunts us in the middle of the day. Where's the comfort in sunlight when what we need is rain? Then we get too much rain, not enough rain, crying in the rain, wonder in vain who's to blame. Too many names, we look in the mirror and stare. Those great big questions of future and of yore are drowned out by thunder, tear gas and the roar. Our toes point forward, our eyes look straight ahead. Stay calm, do not falter, keep your head. But then too many answers, not enough answers, ring in our ears, play in our fears and send us off. And off and on and on and on and on. Human existence up here on the wire. Just keep moving forward. Do not inquire how many species we've sent packing in the world's stupidest dance. God is dead, they said, and now evolution doesn't stand a chance. We got too many answers, not enough answers. Ring on our ears, play in our fears, and send us off. And off and on and on and on and on. We got too much time, not enough time. COVID time, the end of time, pay no mind. to the one behind the curtain. We're out here on the tightrope, an acrobatic wire, still seeking our balance here above the fire. 2 steps forward, then we advance. At 6 feet we reach out and ask, shall we dance? Let's dance! Dance in the darkness, tomorrow's coming soon. Dance with your best friend underneath the moon. Dance in the woods, dance in the streets, dance on the platform, dance alone, dance in despair. Dance in delirium, dance your way home. Let's dance. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, and the courage,
The courage,
the courage,
the courage,
the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom,
the wisdom,
the wisdom,
the wisdom,
the wisdom to know the difference. Thank you. I had written that Serenity song a number of years prior to that, so I was happy to have that to kind of close the existential fire trap portion of that song, make it a little medley. And a friend of mine in California named Mary Buckley, who wrote a song some of you might be familiar with if you've listened to some of my music, the song Afraid. Let's see, it's the one. Yeah. What are you afraid of? Thank you, Katie. What are you afraid of? Mary Buckley's written some really great songs. And so she sent me this song, and the title of it was, I Have No Gift of Faith. And when she sent it to me, and I saw the words, I thought, actually, Mary, you have faith. It's just not necessarily your Christian upbringing of faith, but you have faith in something so much bigger. So even though she wrote the song to say, I have no gift of faith, I changed the words and then asked her permission, and she gave me permission. So now I just call this song Gift of Faith. I have this gift of faith. I will return to dust. But one thing I have learned, When all else fails, trust, life goes on. The dust will be reborn. The dance of life goes on. We may not be here long, but we have joined the song, and life goes on. Life goes on.
I have this gift of faith. I will return to dust. But one thing I have learned, when all else fails, trust, life goes on. I have this gift of faith. I will return to dust. But one thing I have learned, when all else fails, trust, and life goes on. The dust will be reborn. The dance of life goes on. We may not be here long, but we have joined the song. Life goes on.
I have this gift of faith. I will return to dust. But one thing I have learned, when all else fails, trust, life goes on.
I have this gift of faith. I will return to dust. But one thing I have learned, when all else fails, trust, and life goes on.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary Buckley, one of my favorite songwriters. And this next song that I'll do is one that I wrote pretty much right here in this sanctuary, because we had a member who came to church pretty regularly, and he always sat by himself. I think it was over there. And one day when he showed up, things were different. So I talked with him about it. It turned out that his wife, who had years of Alzheimer's or dementia, was someone that he had taken care of for years. And she had died the night before. And he told me that it was the first time in years that he'd gotten a night's sleep. And yet, he knew that everything was going to be changed. So I said, well, George, I'm really glad that you are here with us. And this is the song that came to me. When that mountain you've climbed so many times before seems a little too high, will you reach out your hand? We're right there beside you. We've got your back. We'll see you through. We're all in this together, and we love you. Yes, we love you. when that road that you've taken so many times before is giving you trouble. Every time you open your door, will you call us by name? Stash your pride, just shed those tears. We'll see you through. We're all in this together and we love you. Yes, we love you. There's no sense in going through it all alone. We can lift your burden one hand at a time. Hear the sound of our voices, see our smiling eyes. We'll see you through. We're all in this together and we love you. Yes, we love you. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. And we love you. Thank you, Mackenzie. I gave Z one of these posters up here. Katie, when we marched in many of the women's marches, she's had a sign on her back that said, "Stop the War on Women," and it's on her camera bag. And so at one of the marches, I got the folks down at the print shop to make me these. I've got several of them in my garage. They're not doing any good there. So if you want one and want to give a donation to Hands on Global today, that's great. But I gave one to Z because I am so inspired by the Kurdish women in Iran who have spearheaded this thing that women are burning those scarves, burning those hijabs. This is a change. This is a world change that's happening. And it's thanks to the Kurdish women. Really appreciate your spirit and fire. I have a couple of friends, women from Iran who live in the Bay Area, and they were the first ones to send me the videos of the Iranian women in the streets burning those scarves and saying, "No, we've had it, we're done." So we hope that this is the beginning of a real change. Many of us have felt that the patriarchy needs to be overthrown, but I think it doesn't just need to be overthrown, I think it needs to be singed. Something like that, right? So, anyway, this is on an entirely different subject. So this is possibly my favorite song ever. It was written by Yip Harburg, wrote the lyrics, and Harold Arlen wrote the music. It's most famous for having been a song in The Wizard of Oz. But lots of people don't know the first part of this song. And I put that in my guitar solo that I recorded and put on the Going Over Home album. But the words, when all the world is a hopeless jumble and raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic door. When all the world, heaven opens a magic door. Oh shoot, if I don't sing it, I can't remember the lyrics. At any rate, the opening for that song is just the setup for somewhere over the rainbow. But first, it's about what trouble there is, and that heaven opens this magic door and the rainbow comes through. So that's the first part of this guitar solo. I'm going to put this down to it so you can really hear this. Thank you. I worked a long time on that arrangement, and I kept, like, you know how that is. You're working on something, it's not quite right, and you gotta do it. But it was a long process, and when I got done with it, I thought, to myself, only briefly, does the world need one more recording of Over the Rainbow? And several people have told me yes, they do. And I needed it because emotionally that is, to me, one of the world's greatest compositions. Everything about it is so beautiful. And I'm not the only one who thinks that. I think that when people took a poll or something of songs written in America in the 20th century, it was at the top of the list. It's been recorded more times than almost any other song possibly. So thank you for being with me today. That wasn't too bad. I always get the jitters when it's time to do something live. But anyway, thank you for joining us today and for contributing to Hands on Global. Valerie, you folks are doing such good work in the world. Let's just... Valerie has taught me so many things, and I'm hoping that I'll get to do some more music with the kids. Yeah.
You're into it now.
Okay, so, and thank you, all of you, for contributing to Hands on Global, to not only for the winter clothing, but just in general for the good work that Hands on Global does. So we'll close with this song, and I know that Valerie knows this one because I have a recording of this videoed from our time at St. Paul's at that Women's History concert that the Montana Women's Chorus did. And Valerie was down in the sanctuary, and you were the one who started everybody dancing. So. Go ahead, head to the aisles. Start dancing. Go for it, Z. Will you join me on this journey? It gives me strength to take your hand. The road is long. Sometimes I'm weary. Will you take my hand? We'll send love. We'll send love to the earth through the soles of our feet. We'll send love to the souls of all the people we meet on this journey. On this journey, we'll help justice roll on down to the sea, providing the waves so that all can be free on this journey. On this journey, will you join me? On this journey, how I need to hear your voice. So many times I can't find the words. Will you sing to me with your lovely voice? We'll send love. We'll send love to the earth through the soles of our feet. We'll send love to the souls of all the people we meet on this journey. On this journey, we'll help justice roll on down to the sea, providing the waves so that all can be free on this journey. On this journey, will you join me? On this journey, it lightens my heart when I see you smile. Sometimes I am discouraged Will you just look my way? Look my way and smile. We'll send love
We'll
to the
send
earth,
love,
to
we'll
the
send
soles
love,
of
we'll
our
send
feet.
love.
We'll send love to
We'll
the
send
souls of all the people we meet
love
on this journey. On this journey, we'll help justice
We'll send
roll
love, we'll
on
send
down
love,
to
we'll
the
send
sea,
love.
providing
We'll
the
send
waves so that all can be free
love on this journey.
On this journey, will you join me on this journey? I want you there, there beside me. There are times when I will lose my way. Ah, but you, my friend, you will guide me. We'll send love to the earth through the soles of our feet. We'll send love to the souls of all the people we meet on this journey. On this journey, we'll help justice roll on down to the sea, providing the waves so that all can be free on this journey. On this journey, we'll send love. We'll send love on this journey. On this journey, we'll send love. We'll send love on this journey. On this journey. Keep singing that or join me in the other one. We'll send love to the earth, to the soles of our feet. We'll send love to the souls of all the people we meet on this journey. On this journey, we'll help justice roll on down to the sea, providing the waves so that all can be free on this journey. On this journey. Thank you all. Thank you, Mackenzie. Thank you, Valerie. Thank you, Z. Thank you, Jack. Thanks to all of you for being here. We'll see you again another time.